And secondly, I would like to welcome and thank our Azande USA President, Mr. Dominic Surur, for his presence among us. Thank you for coming to be with us today. And he's actually one of the representatives of our Azande Kingdom. He's doing a lot in the background. Hopefully, we can learn from him as we going forward. First, I would like to welcome you guys all for your support, for being here today. I'll say distinguished guests, fellow colleagues, members of the community, ladies and gentlemen. We started our committee back in November 23rd, 2024. The goal of the community is to thrive and to preserve the Azande cultures and traditions in future generations. And the unity among us is in Illinois, not just in Illinois, is going beyond. Speaking of the unity, I've been in Illinois for past 20 plus years. I never met Thomas and his wife, Nakamati. I just met them last year for the very first time. This is because of this community. I never met Fraser and his wife, Esther, since they've been here for generations. I mean, almost 30-something years. Or 20-something years, but I just met them this year. This is because of this community. So community, if somebody say community is not, it's a wasting of time, I would disagree with you. Because today, this is what community brings us today here. We registered our community in September, and we got our federal identification number in September 29th, and we opened our business account in November. The community has accomplished few in this term. And we, as a community, we came together, and our elder here, Fraser, went back home in March. And he met with the king and explained to the king what we are doing as a community. And the king took it upon himself and appreciate us and give us the word of wisdom for us to promote the cultures and preserve the Azande cultures and traditions. With that being said, we as a community of Illinois, we have so much to accomplish. Few of the accomplishments that we have. We want to obtain our 501c going forward. Secondly, we want to see how we can collaborate with Azande USA in a mutual what we can accomplish together as a community. So we have so much things, and our community is very small, and then we want to mobilize. If we can mobilize Azande USA to join us, as long as they can abide by law, and we can accept anyone who want to join us in the community of Illinois. So there's few things I would like to accomplish with my members as a community. I would like to bring it to you guys. Hopefully this is in the future that we want to accomplish as a community. One of them is to obtain 501c tax exemptions, mobilize members, and to find a way to coordinating with the USA, Azande USA, in mutual understanding, organize cultural events, include dancing, performing, music, festivals, art exhibition. Create and implement cultural education program for both children and adults. Open cultural center, a museum to showcase Azande art, artifact, and history. Organize community events like festival, picnics, potluck, fosters partnership with local government organizations, business, and government agencies. Creating and implementing programs for mentorships, educations, and recreation activities from youth leaderships, council to encourage empowerment and community involvement. Over resources, support for youth educations, including scholarships, tutorings, and college preparations. Hopefully, with the restrictions, with the visa issues that we have in our countries, hopefully if that visa restrictions are lifted, this is one of the programs we have in mind to accomplish a scholarship program for our kids who want to study in USA, or not just USA, or abroad. To support them, hopefully we can, if we apply for the grant, we can able to accomplish that. First, we want to get our 501c tax exemptions. And hopefully with my community here, we will do that. With that being said, I don't want to continue and make you guys boring. I know it sounds boring, but we have a lot of work to do as a community. Thank you for listening.
Community of Azande in Illinois. We do have our social media, which is Azande Community Association of Illinois on Facebook. Please, if you're doing any live or some posts, could you please
tag?
What do you say? Tag?
Tag.
Can you share? Can you tag Azande just the way it is there? So if you go on Facebook, we have an account on Facebook, also on YouTube, because we would like to preserve and have these beautiful memories for the future for our kids, because it's the first kind of it in Illinois for Azande in Illinois. Thank you. With that being said, I am going to invite the great son we have, amongst the son we have in Illinois. He is a son that I'm so very proud of him, very hardworking, very compassionate, very loving, very obedient to his family. There's no really special way to describe him. So I would like him to come and say words to other youth, because through him, the youth here would pay attention more to him, more than us, the elders, because we talk in our different way with our accent. He can really talk in their own accent and get them on board. Mbarazere, Fraser, Manyango, come and have a word for your youth.
All right. Good evening, everyone, once again. I have a very short speech to give to the young adults and children who are in this room today. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Barazare, and I am the son of Fraser and Esther, my great, amazing parents. And I'm really grateful to be able to say a couple words here tonight. Like many of the young adults here, I grew up between two worlds, the life we are building here and the culture, family, and history that connects us back home. And I know it's not always easy. Sometimes we are trying to fit into the world around us while still holding on to the world that our family and parents came from. Sometimes we understand the culture, but not the language. Sometimes we hear the stories from back home, but have not experienced it for ourselves. And if we are honest, sometimes it can be hard to know exactly where we belong. So I am not speaking to you tonight. I am not speaking to you tonight as someone who has everything figured out. I am speaking as one of us, someone who is still learning, someone who is still growing, and still trying to understand how to honor where we come from while also building a life here. So first, I want to thank the parents, the elders, and the leaders in this room. A lot of us are here today because of the sacrifices that you all have made for us. Some of those sacrifices we understand, and some of it we may not fully understand until we get older. But we know as your children that it matters. So to the young people here tonight, my message is very simple. Do not waste the opportunity that our families worked so hard to give us. Okay? Take your education seriously. Not just school, but anything that helps you grow and become a better person. So get your diploma. If college is the path for you, go as far as you possibly can. If your path is a trade, a business, or even the military, then give yourself fully to that and commit to being the very best. We do not all have to take the same road, but we do have a responsibility to do something with this chance that our family worked so hard to give us. So as we chase success, we have to also remember who we are. Learn the language. Learn Azande. Even if it's only a few words, keep trying. Ask your parents. Listen to your elders. Learn the stories, the traditions, and the values of our people. Because once we lose the language and the culture, we lose part of the story that makes us who we are. So my message is this. Honor the sacrifices made for us. Take our education seriously. Make wise choices. Learn our language. Respect our culture. And never be ashamed of where you come from. Because we are not just building a future for ourselves. We are carrying the hopes of our parents, the prayers of our families, and the sacrifices of everyone who came before us. Thank you.